So we're in Alibaba in the section where you're speaking to lots of people and getting a lot of action, a lot of people speaking to me, but they spoke to me a while ago, so they're probably not speaking to me anymore. I'm going to show you a couple different ways, very simple ways, where you can negotiate to bring down your price a little bit further. First thing you can do is talk to lots of people, lots of people. Have it filled with 100 suppliers if you can. I don't think there's 100 suppliers in your niche, but if you can have 100 suppliers, definitely have that. The best way to lower the price with anything, not even with suppliers, is to have options. And if you have options, you're going to lower the price. Second, there's going to be people, for example, let's say Camille, right? With Camille, I actually used the supplier contact chat template. Even though I had no intention to buy from Camille. See, look, hello, my name is Alex Martinez. I'm the lead purchasing agent of eCompete Solutions. Shameless plug. And look at this, Camille gave me EXW terms and DDP terms. I'm gonna mention this a little bit more down the road, but DDP is the one you want, not EXW. EXW means that you're like a logistics expert and you can actually handle shipping on your own, and it's going to be a little bit cheaper, but DDP is a little bit more expensive, but DDP is door to door. So like you don't have to worry about anything. Pay a little bit more and then get DDP. Yeah, DDP is a lot better. But see, this is how the prices were set. Now I have an idea because, well, I asked for a t-shirt ruler. Did I ask for it? I'm not even sure what I asked for. But she quoted me for a specific product that's not a dog bed. And she told me these are the DDP terms. Now, I could probably screenshot this, right? And I could send this to Dora. And I could be like, hey, Dora, I'm getting quotes from this. And maybe she recognizes the picture. Or, hey, Dora, I'm getting quotes from these people. Can you match this quote? Maybe I like Dora better, right? And then Camille, I don't like Camille, but Camille gave me a better price. Maybe Dora can match this. And Dora, I don't know, Dora's super speedy and answers me immediately. And so that's why Dora has the same price as Camille, but Dora is gonna really deliver. So no pun intended. But yeah, so I can copy and paste this specific quote, or sometimes they like to give more official quotes via PDF. And for those people, you can also try, this all takes a while. So if you have time, you can go to canva.com. I'm just going to recommend canva.com. You can create a design and you can put that quote that you got. And if you're skilled with Canva, you can modify that quote to represent a different price. And now that you got some quotes already, you can kind of tell what's a good price and what's not a good price. And you can modify that price via Canva. I'm not going to go into drawing. I mean, you can create a design, you can have fun with it. But basically, Canva is a website where you can draw on images, modify images, all these things. So you can definitely use Canva if you want and send that official quote. This is not an official quote. This is just somebody messaging me on Alibaba. But you can send that official PDF quote to somebody else and be like, hey, I quoted this. And then see if they lower their price because, you know, the quote that they offered you was bad and maybe they're offering you a good quote now. This is, you know, you got to get everybody to lower their quotes, because if people keep lowering their quotes, you can use that quote and then send it to someone else and just keep on lowering the quotes. It takes a while. I'm obviously not going to give you a complete rundown of everything where you can just automatically lower the price. It takes effort on your end. Again, I say this a lot, but you're the captain of the ship. I can only show you how to drive it. So it's up to you if you want to drive it all night, if you want to drive it as much as you can, get as much ground as you can, etc. So that's one method. I mean, that's two methods. There's two more methods that I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a website called 1688.com. Now, this website, 1688.com, is fully in Mandarin. If you know Mandarin, excellent. I've always wanted to learn Mandarin, and I still want to learn Mandarin. But, oh, look, this is being translated. But normally, his entire website is just in Mandarin, and you won't be able to understand most of it. But you can actually search for things here in English. So, for example, if I put here dog bed in English, even though the whole website's in Chinese, Mandarin, I'll be able to get some results in English. And why is that? More than likely, see, look at these dog beds. More than likely, it's because it's Alibaba. Alibaba is the owner of this website. And this website, 1688, is known as the Chinese version of Alibaba. This is where all the Chinese go to do business with each other, like if it were Alibaba. But they don't go to Alibaba, they go to 1688.com. It's owned by the same person. And what's funny is that they also have, this is a fun fact, they also have another website called Taomao, right? Actually, let's go to that. We got time. Taomao, China. Or Tao, that's not Taomao, it's Taobao. My Mandarin, gotta brush up on it. And my browser is translating everything as much as it can. Taobao. Taobao is also owned by Alibaba. And this is not the Chinese version of Alibaba. This is the Chinese version of Amazon. This is business to consumer, from the business directly to the consumer. 1688 is business to business. So if you want to actually resell something. So I do recommend 1688.com. I do see that these prices are a lot stronger. You can actually take a screenshot of these prices and send it to your supplier, but you got to find out if this is actually cheaper than the price you were given. For example, let's say I want to do these dog beds. I'm wondering, detachable, are these 3 beds? Let me just get 1 bed. Oh, look, it's a bed with like a cover. Oh, this one's comfortable. This is a little comfortable bed for large dogs. I would want to sell this one. Let's say you're getting a quote from your supplier and your supplier's telling you, yeah, 20 bucks, $20. And so you're like, okay, when you find it on 1688.com, you find it for 1026 Chinese yuan, which is actually still cheaper than US dollar. Even if like you haven't done the conversion yet, but like 10 is less than 20, but still you want to find out what the conversion is. Go to google.com and put Chinese yuan to USD. And then here, you're going to put 1026, right? 1026, 26. That's $1.52. It's a lot cheaper than $20, tell you that. You might actually want to pay someone that knows Mandarin to buy it from 1680 if this is the case, right? I don't think it will be the case for you, but yeah, if you look at that, maybe you can try taking a screenshot of this lovely dog on this lovely bed. Take a screenshot of this, go back to your messaging service and send a screenshot over there and saying, hey, my 1688.com is offering this at $18 cheaper per unit. Can you match this? Otherwise, I'm going to pay someone to buy it for me in 1688.com. You can pay somebody that knows, Mandarin, and just does it for you. And this will be another great way to lower your price because obviously 1688 is so much cheaper. So remember, like I said, you want to have options. You always want to have options. And lastly, we've messed with this quite a bit. I'm just going to briefly mention it. FBA calculator. One thing that I used to do is continuous guest. No, I want to go to the new version. We're learning the new version, right? So continuous guest. So I want to go on the FBA calculator and I want to see exactly what my profits are. If I'm not turning a profit, I can actually take a screenshot of my results and send it to the supplier and say, hey, with the cost that you give me, I'm losing $1. And maybe the supplier will be like, oh, you're losing $1. Let me reduce it by $1 so you just break even. I'm like, why would I want to sell something that I'll break even? And then they're like, okay, fine. You want to make some money? Okay, I'll reduce it $2 more. So see, they're still reducing it. They're reducing it. And maybe that supplier reduces it because you're losing money. And then you get that supplier to reduce that price, take that price, that new price, because they reduced it, and screenshot it and send it to someone else and see if they lower the price. And just keep on going with the cycle until you've had everybody reduce their price. And one last question that I hear a lot in my live classes. Some students ask, how far can you go? Can you push them to like as far as they can go? Can you be aggressive with them? Now, suppliers will surprise you, of how low they can go, of what they can do. You never know until you ask, but sometimes you do ask and you push too far. But that's why suppliers are disposable. You can always talk to someone else that's new. So you can feel free to do whatever you feel is going to work, but take that with a grain of salt and approach it with caution.